Alright guys, Forsaken is getting out of control, with a huge fan favorite skin now scrapped, the game now being called corporate, and even backlash over dev exclusive skin effects. Let's get into it! There was one fan favorite skin that players had been waiting to see release for over a year, and despite getting brand new animations and even being showcased in-game multiple times, the Growlusium skin has now officially been scrapped from Forsaken. The owners of the skin, Colosseum and Fawn, both decided to indefinitely withhold the skin from the game, meaning it most likely won't ever release inside Forsaken anymore. This honestly shocked a lot of players because this wasn't just some random concept skin either. Growlusium had a massive amount of custom work put into it already. There were multiple different chase themes and LMS themes planned between characters, custom intros and outros, and even unique kill animations against certain survivors, which made it one of the most ambitious skins Forsaken had ever worked on. What made the situation even worse for people was the fact that this skin wasn't even supposed to just be another shop skin either. There was going to be a special obtainment method tied to it, making it stand out even more compared to normal skins you would simply buy from the shop. It really felt like this was going to become one of the most unique Cool Kid skins in the entire game. The owners did apologize to everyone who was excited for the release, but they also confirmed this isn't necessarily the end of Growlusium itself. Instead of Forsaken, the skin is reportedly planned to appear in different games instead. The partnership also didn't end because of any huge drama or bad blood either, which makes the cancellation feel even more unfortunate for players who were genuinely hyped for it. A lot of the community is now frustrated because this has happened multiple times already with Cool Kid related skins. People are bringing up how skins like Peeler also had some insane animations and custom chase themes before eventually being scrapped as well. It feels like every time a high-quality Cool Kid skin gets close to releasing, something always happens that causes it to disappear. Many players are even joking that there's now some kind of Cool Kid curse inside Forsaken. It's honestly sad to see because Growlusium could have easily been one of the coolest skins Forsaken ever added. Are Cool Kid skins genuinely cursed? A lot of people have started saying that Forsaken is going corporate after the new Gamepasses released in the guest rework update. Both of these passes added exclusive skins and emotes locked behind Robux, which immediately caused a huge amount of backlash from the community. Since these are limited time game passes, once they leave the game, players most likely won't be able to obtain these cosmetics ever again. That alone frustrated a lot of free-to-play players who felt like Forsaken was suddenly moving toward locking content behind paywalls instead of allowing everyone to grind for rewards naturally. At first, nobody really understood why these game passes even existed in the first place. Some people defended Forsaken by pointing out that these items are still only cosmetics at the end of the day. You don't actually need to buy them to enjoy the game. At the same time, Forsaken also has a massive development team constantly working on updates, redesigns, animations, balancing, and entirely new content. A lot of people forget that these developers still need support and payment for the amount of work they put into the game. Players have even started bringing up older Roblox games from around 2020 that had multiple expensive game passes, yet nobody really complained about them back then. In fact, many people are saying the Forsaken passes actually provide more value than some older Roblox cosmetic bundles did. However, the biggest thing many players didn't realize is that Forsaken has since apologized for the controversy surrounding these passes. The developers explained they weren't doing this purely for greed or to squeeze money out of the community. Instead, they revealed that a portion of the Robux earned from these passes is being donated toward a veterans charity. The reason they didn't initially announce this was because they didn't want players purchasing the passes solely because of the donation aspect. While many agree the charity aspect should have been explained from the start, the developers have also mentioned that future passes will rotate between different charities while still supporting the team itself. Has Forsaken actually made the right decision? There is one dev exclusive skin that people have recently started hating on, not because the skin itself looks bad, but because players are frustrated that it still hasn't been added publicly into the game. The skin is called Infernal, and it includes effects for Cool Kid that no other skin currently has. Recently, there were a lot of discussions surrounding milestone skins and how Forsaken could make them feel more rewarding to grind for. One of the biggest ideas people had was adding custom LMS effects inspired by old Cool Kid hacking videos, specifically with multiple Cool Kids appearing in the sky during the match. Players thought this would be an insanely cool callback to old Roblox history and would make milestone skins feel much more unique compared to standard recolors. Some people even pointed out that other Forsaken-inspired games already use similar effects where giant Cool Kids appear in the sky, just like the classic intro. Now, people have discovered that the dev-exclusive Infernal skin already has this exact feature implemented. During gameplay, multiple Cool Kids appear in the sky, which instantly made players frustrated after realizing this effect exists, but isn't available publicly. Many players genuinely feel this is the exact type of exclusive effect Forsaken skins should start having more often. If enough people continue talking about Infernal and its custom sky effects, there is a chance something similar could eventually release publicly in the future. Should skins start getting more exclusive effects like this? One of the most popular collab skins back in the day. That skin was Annihilation from the Just Shapes and Beats collab. When the skin originally released, people mainly loved it because of the design itself rather than the animations. Greencore created an insane concept, completely reworking the animations for the skin, and many people are now saying this is exactly what Annihilation should have looked like from the start. Annihilation now has a completely new idle pose alongside updated walking and running animations that make the character look far more aggressive. There is even a new stun animation where, instead of reacting normally after, Annihilation blocks with his arm instead. During Unstoppable, he completely rages out. Then with one of the coolest additions is the fact that Corrupt Energy now actually uses the guitar from the emote, instead of the guitar being a random cosmetic detail only used occasionally. It becomes a major part of the skin's gameplay identity. Digital Footprint was also redesigned to spawn shapes directly inspired by Just Shapes and Beats, which Annihilation then slams into the ground. One shows Annihilation using the guitar to completely slice apart the survivor, while there is a custom kill animation with friend Elliot, fully sending him into the void.
Are you serious right now, bro?
This was the redesign for the Easter Ripper skin. Players finally got to see what that redesign actually looks like. The skin has now been renamed to Egg Hunt Marauder, completely moving away from the Easter Ripper identity. Instead of the older horror-inspired design people were familiar with, this new version is heavily based on the 2018 Roblox Egg Hunt. However, the reaction from the community has been extremely mixed. A lot of players were instantly disappointed by how different the redesign looks compared to the original version. Some people even started comparing the redesign to a Dandy's World OC, while others straight up called it one of the ugliest skins currently shown in Forsaken. On the other hand, there are still players who think the redesign looks cute and unique, especially when you understand the Egg Hunt inspiration behind it. The main issue people seem to have is that the redesign no longer feels scary. The older Easter Ripper skin had a much darker and creepier appearance, which fit Lasher more naturally. Meanwhile, Egg Hunt Marauder feels far more colorful and cartoonish, making many players feel like it should have been released as a completely separate skin instead of replacing Easter Ripper entirely. Just like Treadstone, this redesign was also accidentally shown off earlier than intended, creating even more discussion around the update. Do you think Egg Hunt Marauder is a good replacement for Easter Ripper? So Forsaken has much more to improve on with the next update. What else could they change? Subscribe and hit the bell for more Forsakening it.